Hi everyone, I hope you are all having such a great day. My name is Kiana, if you guys are new here, and today I want to talk about something that is very specific to Black History Month and something that I struggled with while in college and that I just figured out the answer to for myself, and understanding like why I felt that way. So let's start just by saying the point of this video is to just say it is okay to just be Black. That is perfectly okay. So let's go to a little backstory. So I was in my college's Black Student Union, which is why I'm wearing the shirt today. Maybe I won't plan each outfit for each video, but I just thought it was very fitting for me to wear this shirt specifically for this video. But I was in my at Jackson University's Black Student Union, and it was very important for us to have a Black Student Union, especially when we went to a predominantly white institution. And not only did we go to an institution that was predominantly white, but a lot of the events and the social gatherings and the curriculum was white too. So a lot of the staff, a lot of the faculty was white. So it was really good to have a safe space specifically for the Black students, so that we felt included in some way, because we always didn't feel included. With the rise of like the success that we had and the success that the International Student Association had, we saw that there were more and more organizations like the Black Student Union, but for Caribbean students and for African students. And with the rise of those two organizations, I thought that there were a lot of Black students that I went to school with that would say things like, oh my God, I wish I was foreign, or I wish I was something else, and because like Black culture is so boring, or man, like their culture is so cool. And I am all for appreciating the other parts of the diaspora. I think that's a beautiful thing about being Black, is that we can find ourselves in so many other different just cultures. Like there's not one way to be us. And I am all for looking up your ancestry. I think you cannot figure out where you want to go and where you want us to go as a community, as a people, without discovering your past. I think understanding what part of Africa and what tribe, what country, all of those things are very important in identity. And I think because those things were stolen from us, it is a right of ours to go look for it. However, the thing I am not for is wishing to be something else, because you believe Blackness is some kind of curse. Like being African American is some kind of curse. And I'm not going to put it on the Black people who feel that way, because I understand that there is some kind of bitterness towards being African American. And I'm using African American specifically to be specific about which type of Black people, like American Black people. But I understand that there's a bitterness towards being African American, because it seems like if you're Caribbean, or if you're African, or if you're from somewhere else, there is like this there's no dirtiness from whiteness attached to your culture. Black people had to reimagine a whole new culture because ours was still stolen from us, because we went through a traumatic, are still going through a traumatic series of events that has led to where we are now in this country. So I understand that it seems like they don't have to deal with those things. I don't know. I choose to look at the effects of whiteness on our culture as something to only push me forward for the culture. And I say that to say, I've been reading this book. It's called 400 Souls, A Community History of African America from 1619 to 2019. And I've been enjoying myself immensely while reading this. I was reading the introduction of the book. It says, Black America can be defined as individuals of African descent in solidarity, whether involuntarily or voluntarily, whether politically or culturally, whether for survival or resistance. Solidarity is the womb of community. It goes on to say, and collectively this choir sings the chords of survival, of struggle, of success, of death, of life, of joy, of racism, of anti-racism, of creation, of destruction, of America's clearest chords year after year, of liberty, justice, and democracy for all, 400 chords. And that passage just means to me that our culture is not only bred out of struggle. Our culture is not only bred out of survival. It was a tool to use to thrive, to be connected, to have community within us, within the individuals that were kidnapped and stolen from their homeland to live here. And now all of us who are from this broken country, all of us who are bred from a traumatizing experience, it is up to us to uplift and uphold community. And it kind of disheartens me when I hear Black people talk bad about Black culture and look at Jamaicans and Haitians and Nigerians as if they are some kind of higher beings of Blackness. And it's sad because it's like, look at all the things that we've done, look at all the things that we've built, look at all the things that we've been through. Be proud of that. Be proud of your ancestors that went through the work to find rock and roll, jazz, hip hop, that went on to become great artists, that went on to become great athletes, that broke barriers, that did all these things in the midst of. There's no word to describe how grand the demonization of Black people is and was, but look at all the things that they created. Again, little side note, but like that's why slave movies and like Black trauma movies don't always offend me. Like, yes, I feel like white people looking at them as entertainment is wrong, and I feel like the fact that that's the only time we get praised with an Oscar or whatever is when we are showing our trauma. I think that's a part of our history that we try to shun away because it's a shameful part of our history. We look at it as a time when we were weak and we were taken advantage of. And instead, I look at them and I look at me and I look at my family and I look at Black people, and I think of it more as a road to triumph than shame. I am not ashamed of any part of what I am and who the people who look like me are a part of. So anyone who looks at themselves as just Black, I dare you and I challenge you to do some research on exactly what kind of people you come from. To erase that part of our history is a slap in the face to our ancestors. Resist your Blackness is to resist boldness. I feel like people may also have this bitterness towards just being Black because it's tainted. It's a mixture of things. Like, because of slavery, we are not just African. Black Americans, by definitions, are an amalgamated people. Our bodies form the genetic code. We are African, Native, and European. that made America and Americans. We are the living manifestation of the physical, cultural, and ideological merger of the peoples who landed on those ships but a year apart, and of those people who are already here at arrival. Black history is rich, and Black history is more than just slavery. Black history is more than just struggle. Black history is more than just pain and trauma, because Blackness is enough. Black Americans are enough. African Americans, Black people who are from America, are just as valid as any other peoples from the African diaspora. So I hope you all are having a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share with anyone, but mostly I just want to make sure that my Black folks are okay. I just want to make sure that we all understand that community is everything, and pride in our community is everything. To share this with someone Black and let them know that you see them and you see us. Bye, y'all.